Guess what, guys? Back with the Narcissism series. So, the narcissist. The narcissist is so deeply riddled with shame and guilt from a terrible childhood, or a spoiled childhood, or just a really terrible childhood, that they have made a choice to never, ever face the fear of that shame or guilt, which means that currently in their lives, they're conducting a big delusion, disconnected from reality to protect themselves, the ego, to protect themselves from that daring to touch the shame and guilt. The ego protects themselves by covering an obviously after you've dealt with them, not obviously the time they're fooling you, but they carry an obviously false ego construct. And their false ego construct runs a program of I am better than everybody else, or I am the eternal victim and everyone is always mean to me. Both very delusional and a fake ego construct. But their entire personality, which is fake, can only be propped up by a reaction and participation by people that get close to them in their lives and to reflect back to them what they feel about themselves. I'm superior to other people, and other people reflect that back, or um, I am the victim. And the victim one of the covert narcissist is very interesting because that program that they're the victim, that program, the delusional detachment from reality that they believe creates instances in their life where everyone they get close to and meet, family, friends, and partners, they actually create the situations that make them the victim, that make you aggress towards them, but they create it. So they do become the victim. But really, they get the references, they become the victim, but they're the ones that cause the problem, reaction, solution. So the way, the way, the way to handle someone with a false ego construct of either being a victim or superior is not to give them any reaction. Because even if you're angry with them, family members, partners, exes, all these things, you're still propping up their false ego for the fight and the war. Narcissists need chaos. They need a fight to tell them that their false ego is real. But when you don't react, you tell their false ego nothing. And that is very fucking painful. And that is the only way, maybe long in the future, they will be forced to self reflect. Because we do not want to be feeding narcissists with reactions. It's the point of my making video. You do not want to be defending yourself. You've been gaslit them by your entire life. You don't want to be over explaining. You don't want to be feeling sorry. You do not want to be having empathy. If you really care about a narcissist, you will let them go and not react and trust their journey. Whilst not reacting, healing yourself, knowing that you are taking your sovereignty back and you are not in the fight. How do you fight evil? People make this mistake all the time. You don't fight evil by fighting evil. You step off the chessboard. And that's duality and that's God off the chessboard. And in the minor league with the narcissist, you step off, explaining yourself, reacting, no contact, silence, and never let them back into your life. You must make that commitment to yourself because they often will try. They'll try every psychological tool in the book to get back into your life, to be the victim or to apologize, and it's not even real. Do not feed them. Do not feed the beast.